last night I brought you this story of Aussie cyclist Ruby Roseman-Gannon, who snatched her first victory on the World Cycling Tour after, get this, a fellow competitor celebrated a little too soon. Overall Tour winner Lottie Kopecky was easing up in an attempt to let her teammate Christine Majerus win the stage. But guess what? It all backfired when our Ruby snuck through and beat them both. So would you please welcome superstar cyclist Ruby Roseman-Gannon? Congratulations on your first World Tour win. It's very exciting. How are you feeling?
Honestly, still pretty shocked and surprised. Definitely wasn't expecting to win on the day I did, and not in the way I did either. So, yeah, very, very happy, but very surprised still.
And it was one of those incredible moments about sport where the lesson that you always learn is the race is not over till it's over.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a little bit of a Stephen Bradbury moment. Not quite the same, but yeah, you can never give up until you've crossed the line. So definitely had that sort of mentality.
You know what, Rocket Ruby, you deserve to win that fair and square. Tell us about that last couple of metres. Did you see her pull up and raise her hand in the air and just rocket past her? How did it all play out?
Yeah, well, I wasn't actually supposed to be riding for the win in this race. I was supposed to be riding for my teammate, but she punctured in the last 3 kilometres. So the team just said, go for the win yourself. And then I positioned myself well on the best team in the race. They were leading into the last few corners, so I knew I was in a good position. But I had the best sprinter in the world in front of me and the world champion in front of her. So I really wasn't thinking that I was going to win. I thought I was going for the podium. And then all of a sudden, all the riders sort of start coming backwards towards me. And that's very unusual because usually it's the opposite. And I wasn't looking at anything except for the finish line, just going as fast as I could. And it wasn't until literally the last millisecond that I thought I could win. I did actually feel a little bit bad to steal that from Christine in that moment.
Don't feel bad, Ruby. Don't feel bad.
There's no need to feel bad. Working for the team is overrated unless it's our team.
Exactly.
And you're on our team. So that's all that matters here.
Ruby, as someone who's won a race and being Australian, legally you're obliged to do a shoey when you win. But I want to know, because you're a bike rider, is it more difficult because the bike shoe's stuck to the bike? Do you have to lift the bike up to drink out of the shoe?
We'd just been riding through British rain and there was a lot of cow manure on the ground. And I don't like to think what would have been in that shoe if I had done a shoey on the podium.
Unlike all those other shoeys where it's delicious.
Yes, when it's good for your health as well the other times. Well, Ruby, you are an Australian hero. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Congratulations again, and thanks for your time.
Thanks so much for having me.